Morgan of SunWest Mortgage is here to change the world of loan originations forever. From sending updates to your clients to allowing you more time, you can do it all in a simple chat. You no longer have to struggle with documents. All you need to do is select the files and upload them, and they're submitted in an instant along with your loan file. With SunWest, your true home is always within.
Welcome to The Interest. I'm Katie Jensen. It's a busy time of year and it can be easy to feel overwhelmed. But burnout can impact both your personal and professional lives. So how do you keep yourself energized? Our own Mike Savino got some tips from NMP insider Tina Asher in this edition of Ask an Expert.
We get in this Energizer bunny momentum and we think we've got to keep going.
It's easy to feel the need to go, especially during the holidays. But if you're not careful, you can find yourself taking on too many commitments. NMP insider Tina Asher says it's important to be willing to take breaks and prevent burnout.
And actually what it does is it really gives them an area to catapult to get more done in less time.
So how do you know if you're starting to overcommit? If you find yourself putting things off, maybe until after the holidays or another project, ask yourself if you really want to do it.
And if it's not a yes right now, it's probably not a yes then either, because something else is always going to take that place.
If you find yourself pushing things off, be willing to have honest conversations with people. Tell them someone else might be able to better help them. And if this is occurring a lot, reflect on whether you need to take a step back. Because if you're not careful, you may find you no longer have a choice.
Something happens where they're like, whoa, how did I get myself clear down this rabbit hole? And now my health is at risk.
Look for ways to reset yourself and clear your mind. Sometimes it can take just a few minutes.
Some people just need to stop, take a break, take a walk outside.
And come back when you're re-energized. You'll know when you feel the motivation and the desire to take on those commitments again. Or maybe you find the inspiration to make a change.
So recharging can look a lot differently for different people. But it's when you notice the joy that you're having in something.
Make sure you have people you can trust in your life. Some of us feel the need to put up a front at work, so have friends and family you can be open with.
What we think we're showing to the public is not necessarily really what's going on inside.
Even industry veterans can feel overwhelmed when the market is shifting so quickly. Take a second and recharge, because borrowers will always need you.
There are still people that are always going to need to buy homes. There are still people that are always going to need to have loans.
You can read all of Asher's advice in the latest issue of Mortgage Women Magazine, available now at mortgagewomenmagazine.com. For the Mortgage News Network, I'm Mike Savino.
Thanks, Mike. In other news, the FHA is changing the rules around double dipping on mortgages insured by the agency. In a letter Thursday, the FHA says it's looking to let some people play multiple roles in the loan process and get compensation for it. So that means loan originators can now also be realtors on FHA-insured loans. Some professionals are still prohibited. The FHA says anyone who has a direct impact on the loan approval process would not be able to play multiple roles or have multiple sources of compensation from a single FHA transaction. The FHA's letter lists underwriters, appraisers, inspectors, and engineers as employees who still can't double dip. The agency is holding a 30-day public comment period on the change, and feedback can be sent to answers@hud.gov. Coming up, Guild gets a setback in its poaching lawsuit against Cross Country.
Don't miss the largest regional mortgage show in the nation. The New England Mortgage Expo returns to Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, January 12th and 13th. See us at www.nemortgageexpo.com. Start your year with the best connections in the industry. Dozens of sessions, scores of exhibitors. It's where success is written every hour. www.nemortgageexpo.com.
Throughout the past 2 years, we've seen our fair share of lenders file lawsuits over poaching allegations. Cross Country Mortgage really took the cake, though, with Guild, Loan Depot, and Caliber Home Loans all claiming the lender systematically raided their companies. Guild's lawsuit against Cross Country seems to hit a roadblock, though. A magistrate judge in the state of Washington is recommending a judge approve Cross Country's request to dismiss it. Cross Country is asking that the case be thrown out because the Washington District Court has no jurisdiction over the two California companies. Should a judge approve the recommendation, nothing in the opinion prevents Guild from refiling in another court. We reached out to Guild this morning for comment, but they did not respond before deadline. And finally, today is your last day to nominate the most inspirational women across all levels and sectors of the mortgage lending industry. Honorees will be showcased in the March issue of NMP Magazine. If you know any women who advocate to make women's voices in the mortgage industry louder, stronger, and more impactful, please submit your nominations to nmplink.com/women of inspiration. We'll be right back with what else is interesting today. Welcome back. Here's what else is interesting today. It seems the mortgage industry is responding well to the Fed's 50 basis point hike on Wednesday. Rates slid again with the average 30-year fix now at 6.31%. Freddie Mac's economist says this is because inflation is softening and the Fed's rate hike was smaller than the 75 basis point hikes they were approving through the summer and fall. For more on these and all of today's top stories, go to mortgagenewsnetwork.com.